Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, everybody. What?
Friday,
You look
Friday.
normal. Well, I mean, after yesterday. Hi, everybody. This is what Friday looks like, everybody. This is Friday. Welcome to the show. We made it. We made it. We survived the week. Woo! Thank you for being here, everybody. Fun Friday audience today. Woo! Woo! Hello. Have a seat. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. My name is Jason. And over there, filling in for Kendall, who's watching right now, she's, yeah, I know, Kendall. She's laid up with a hurt knee. She's on meds. She had knee surgery. She's on meds. She just texted me a few minutes ago. She goes, I'm taking more meds because she wants to see Celine Dion tonight. So anyway, we love you. We love you. We miss you, but we couldn't be happier. Filling in for Kendall, it's Shane Wells, everybody. How you doing?
I am good.
I love those earrings.
Hey, thanks. A Christmas present from Mom.
They look really good. Yeah, you
know,
look beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, you always
it's
do.
comparing to yesterday.
Oh.
I've made leaps and bounds.
I know.
If you were watching.
Shane was Voldemort yesterday,
Yeah.
the prettiest Voldemort a muggle has ever seen. We had fun, though, yesterday, didn't we?
Always a good time.
I got to say, let me give this audience a compliment because I talk about this a lot. When I'm back there in the little cubbyhole behind the wall of home goods vases, Aaron Schwab always warms up the audience. And I can always gauge, because people come in here and if they've never been to a TV show before, sometimes they're a little demure, sometimes they're a little quiet. When you're on a TV show, you can't be that. You got to be like 4 times louder. And sometimes this is the crowd being warmed up. Like that, And I can always tell how fantastic the audience is when Aaron says one little joke. Because, we basically say the same thing. Sometimes we have little lines that we say all the time. And Aaron will go, okay, now I need you to laugh. Somewhere between Janice from Friends and the nanny. Somewhere in there. See? And if the audience chuckles at that joke, I know they're going to be a good audience. And this audience chuckled at that joke. Yeah. Did I get that line right? Yeah. Audience, I need you to be somewhere between Fran Drescher and Janice from Friends. And they're fantastic. Yeah. Did you have any trick-or-treaters? Did you have any trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood last night?
We actually had more than normal, but we weren't there because we were out trick-or-treating. But
Yeah.
my mother-in-law answered the door, and there was like 30 pieces of candy gone, which is a lot.
Oh, nice.
I feel like we should get more, but it's not a big, not as many people trick-or-treat.
No,
At
we were
least
talking about that in our
neighborhood.
meeting. Director Leo, who lives in the Eden Prairie, had like 400 kids at his house. Yeah, but he lives like in a neighborhood. I was like, what are you handing out? Summer sausage? You know what I mean? What are you doing? So Alexis from the radio show cracks me up. About 5 years ago, I gave her grief because she was home alone this Halloween. This is about 6 years ago, actually. She was home alone. She said Angel was gone, her husband, and this one persistent boy knocked on her door. And she had turned her light off. And this boy kept knocking on the door. And Lex is in there, in her pajamas. She's like, I ain't giving out candy this year. And the little boy was like, he then walked around the house he saw the light on. So ever since then, I've given her grief. I go, girl, you got to take care of that neighborhood because those kids are. So last night, Lex couldn't be there the whole time like you. She was going out to dinner. So she goes, okay, I'm just going to leave a bowl of candy outside for the kids. So she wrapped up, she got king-size candy bars. She had king-size candy bars and put them in a decorative bowl. She came home last night, all the candy was gone, and someone stole her bowl. They took her bowl. Yeah. Now,
I saw on the Nextdoor Neighbor app that there were neighborhoods that people were driving around and just picking up those bowls and putting them in their cars.
Why would you take someone's decorative bowl? I mean,
at least just take the candy, leave the bowl.
Well, someone had a theory that a raccoon made a. Okay, guys, I'm like, they don't have opposable thumbs. How are they doing? But someone, Phil Jones, one of our friends here, posted a video of a little raccoon pushing a bowl into his little raccoon house.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. So she
Wait,
lives.
what does a raccoon house look like?
It's a duplex.
Yeah.
A little duplex. I don't know what a raccoon house is. But no, it was the little raccoon was like pushing a bowl. And Alexis lives in the woods, girl, like the W-O-O-D-S woods. I mean, she has bears and chickens and raccoons. And so it's very possible that it wasn't a child, but a wild animal.
Klepto raccoon.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's get started. Oh,
What happened?
my spoon's gone. The raccoon took my spoon! Come here, Aaron. Oh, I can't do this without my spoon. That's illegal, I think. Anyway, thank you, Aaron. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. We gotta call Plunkett's or something. Get these raccoons out of the studio. First up, Demi Moore has been making the rounds promoting her new tell-all book, Inside Out. That's one I gotta check off. I gotta do that in the audiobook. In it, she talks about how some of her previous relationships, including her marriage to Bruce Willis, she talks about in great detail. Well, in a recent interview, Demi revealed that Bruce called her right before this interview right here on The Tonight Show. Right before she went out, Bruce called her. She said she didn't know how he would respond because she wrote in the book that he was very controlling during their 13 marriage, but in that call, Bruce told Demi how proud he was of her, and both of them were brought to tears. The two, as you probably know, shared 3 children, but have maintained a really close relationship since they split almost 20 years ago. I love that. I love that. You think, I always, whether it was accurate or not in my head, I always held them up. You know, when we would dish about a Hollywood couple that ended very negatively, I always held those two up as an example of divorced people that did well together, like Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow, because
they consciously uncoupled.
I'm sorry, that's right, but Bruce and Demi didn't they live didn't they buy houses near each other?
In Idaho.
Yeah,
we saw them once. I used to live in Idaho. Sorry, they would hang out at the resorts, the ski resorts.
I love how random that is, that you randomly saw Demi Moore
well,
and Bruce
you're always
Wilson.
looking for them because you know that they had the house there in Haley, Idaho.
Oh, look at her just hanging out in Idaho. I didn't know. Oh, that's right, because you lived. That's right. Is it near Waka Waka, Washington, where you're from?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I don't know. Again, flunk geography. Anyway, next in the dish, Maroon 5 performed the halftime show at the Super Bowl this past February. Oh, wow.
Wow, that was.
Hope Adam Levine's never on our show. Anyway. But apparently, Maroon 5 were not the first choice of the NFL. In an interview with Billboard, Pink revealed that she actually turned down the offer to headline the halftime show. She said, I love how honest Pink is. She goes, I just didn't find it that appealing. I love it.
It's a lot of work. And
I'd rather stay home.
People sit there and always wait to take you down. I mean, like, who wants to put themselves into that situation?
Well, absolutely. She went on. She says, everyone, no, I'm glad you said that.
It's going to go there.
No, it's saying everyone that does that gig gets so persecuted. She's also very outspoken about some of her disagreements with the NFL, saying feelings she shares with Rihanna and Cardi B, 2 people who also allegedly said no thanks to the NFL. So I get it. To piggyback on your point, that job and the Oscars, I would never want to host either of those because no matter how well you do, and first of all, let's acknowledge that type of thing is very subjective. What one person likes, another person doesn't. But wow, you could do the best. You could think you do the best show on earth, and you pick up the paper the next day, and people are ripping you to shreds. And she doesn't need to prove
What's the
anything.
Payoff? Yeah, there's not even a payoff.
There's not pay. Did you know they don't pay?
Literally no pay.
There's literally, we said this on the radio show, and people were shocked. The NFL, you don't get paid for doing this super time.
Sports Ball Super Time show.
Yeah, that's what I watch. You don't get the performers that do the halftime show. They don't get paid. They don't get a salary or anything. Because the NFL considers the publicity they get the payment. Which
there is a lot of that, but still, is that worth it?
No, it's not. And for Pink, she doesn't need it.
No.
She's had. Someone said this. I think it was Howard Stern did an interview and talked about how Pink doesn't get the credit that she deserves because think about it. she's never reached the biggest of the heights, but she's been one of the most consistent performers over the last few decades. Think about it. Pink releases a hit song every couple years consistently. You know what I mean? Yeah. She doesn't get the credit she deserves.
And puts on a good show.
I love Pink. Love her. Next in the dish, we weren't the only only show that dressed up yesterday for Halloween. Here is a little roundup of some of the better costumes that hit the air. Look at this.
My costume this year is a tribute to Cardi B's character in the movie Hustlers. I can't be Cardi B. I'm Cardi E.
I'm dressed as a circus peanut, if you didn't know. We're all dressed as circus peanuts tonight. Why? I have no idea. I don't remember. I think we decided this in June. It seemed like a good idea.
Woo! Yep, Ellen is Cardi E. Jimmy Kimmel as a circus peanut, and Today's Show anchor Chanel Jones doing a spot-on impression of Janet Jackson herself, Rhythm Nation. And look at this. Janet sent her a thank you video on the Today Show for doing such a good job. She did. I got to tell you, when we got done right before our show yesterday, everybody was, executive producer Jeff, I heard from people on Twitter that she won Halloween. She did a spot-on Janet Jackson.
And they had her third as they had announced all the different talent there. And it was by far the best. And I was like, they should have had her be the last one to come on.
Because it's the choreography.
Oh, and she just was perfect. Because Savannah Guthrie, no offense to her, she's not a dancer, but they tried to do a routine too. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, I know. It was like...
sad. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no. I want to do eventually. One of my dreams. I want to learn Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, and also a lifelong.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do. And a lifelong lip syncing dream is. Do you remember? Now, some of the audience remember. Do you remember Madonna in the 1990 VMAs when she was in Victorian gear and she did Vogue? Because I know Vogue. I know the whole choreography. One Halloween on the Jason Show, I want to be done up in full Victorian gear and do the full routine of Vogue. So yeah, I want to do that. Yeah.
Why not?
She had.
What are you doing?
She had the bustier. She had all the girls up there. I want
you have a lifelong karaoke dream.
I do. I get powdered up because she was powdered up all over the place. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, girl. I'm gonna do it. Not this year, but maybe next year.
Well, yeah.
We have a lot more to come, everybody. We'll be back right after this. More hot dishes coming out of the oven. Next, we all know about Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson, but Jessica wasn't the only high-profile love in Nick's life. Find out the superstar he once went on a date with. Plus, before she took a little break, Kendall did another 9 to 5. This week, she's like Bob Evans, down on the farm, learning the ins and outs of raising chickens. And look around your house. You probably have a ton of candy right now left over from Halloween. Twix, Snickers, Sour Patch Kids. So what are you going to do with all of it? Make puppy chow, of course. We'll show you an easy and great recipe when we return.
Thank you, Washington Nationals logo, for making every non-sports fan wonder, wait, why is everyone suddenly going nuts for Walgreens?
I did think that.
Thank you, new Terminator movie starring 72-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger, for being less, I'll be back, and more, ow, my back.
Ow, ow. The chopper.
Thank you, trick-or-treating, for giving kids the chance to collect candy and adults the chance to judge their neighbor's home decor. IKEA couch?
Oh.
Thank you, Apple's new AirPod Pros, for finally answering the question, what would it feel like to put tiny hairdryers in my ears?
Jimmy Fallon writing a few thank you notes. Maybe we'll do it on Monday, but I got those darn things. I got the new AirPod Pros, and they
Have you lost them yet?
I haven't lost them, but they are weird. And And I'll just tell you really quickly. So you put them in your ear, and they're noise canceling, like for airplanes and stuff. But the seal needs to be tight. You need to put them in your ear, and then you go on your phone, and Apple tells you if the seal has been made between your ear and the AirPod. So I'm standing in the mirror, guys, I'm not kidding, for 7 to 10 minutes because I kept adjusting them and going like this and pushing it farther in my ear. And then you press the test on your phone and it was like, and it was like your right ear isn't sealed. So I'm literally going like this.
Will it not play if it's not sealed properly?
It will, but your noise canceling isn't optimal if you're not sealed.
What a world.
So I got to record this, and we'll do it on Monday. But I love them other than that, other than the ear damage I now have. But yeah. Next in the dish. They're really nice. Yeah.
I hope so.
The noise canceling did work. It was really good. Anyway, next in the dish. Nick Lachey stopped by Watch What Happens Live last night, and he was asked about a previous relationship. It's not the one you're thinking. Look at this.
Okay.
Did you ever hear from your ex, Kim Kardashian, when you and Kelly dressed up as her and Chris Humphries on Halloween the day they announced their split?
And to say that she's my ex is a little bit of a liberal use of the term too. I think we went on one date together.
Okay.
But no, I never did hear from Kim on that one. Ironic timing. Very, very.
What was the date you went on?
We went and saw Da Vinci Code together.
Really? And did she like it?
She left about halfway through.
She left the date
and
halfway
went to the
through?
restroom. And then, shockingly, there were 25 paparazzi when we left the theater. So I think there were other things in play on our little rendezvous.
Oh. That's shady. I don't like that.
We know that's how it works for them.
And can we just acknowledge the Da Vinci Code is the least sexiest movie you could ever have?
I was not expecting that.
It's like, well, honey, let's go see Sophie's Choice. Yeah, thank you. I knew Aaron would laugh at that one, yeah. And half the audience is like, Sophie's Choice? Can you pull out an older film? Yeah, let's go see All About Eve. Anyway, Nick says it was a matinee. I love that he had to throw that detail in there. They both had a nice time, but do not stay in touch. Shocks me.
Can't see those two working out.
No.
Not a surprise there.
No, not at all. Nick also answered some questions about 98 Degrees and spilled some tea about his boy band days. Look at this.
Which 98 Degrees song still haunts you to this day?
Well, first of all, Drew never sounded better than he did right there.
Okay, right?
Which 90 Degrees song? Gosh. The one I actually probably least like to perform
Which is
Una Noche.
Una Noche.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
don't care for it. Okay, Justin Jeffrey.
Jessica Biel recently said she doesn't know any NSYNC songs. Does your wife, Vanessa, know any 98 Degrees songs?
She does now.
She does now.
She does now. She would be the first to say that she was not a fan of 98 Degrees. She was more in the NSYNC groupie category.
She was.
Yeah.
Does that annoy you?
So unlike Jessica Biel, she knew every NSYNC song, knew none of our songs.
Well, were you... Very important question. Were you NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, or a 98 Degrees kind of girl?
Are you really asking me?
Well, I know. No, I'm thinking maybe if there's a new person watching the show, maybe.
Okay,
yeah.
well, if you haven't been watching for the last 3 years, it would be NSYNC because Justin was my man.
Yeah.
Still is.
Still.
I was never a big 98 Degrees person. They were all right.
They were nice. They were here at the Mall of
They were
America
nice.
when I first started here at Channel 9. They did a concert at Nickelodeon Universe. But this was so long ago, it was still Camp Snoopy back then. But yeah, they performed, and they were very, very nice guys.
I think if you're a boy bander, you probably don't want to marry someone who was an extreme fan of your group because it gets a little weird.
It gets a little weird, because
I
are
mean-
they with you because they love you, or they love you
because they love their 13-year-old self that was in love with you and
Exactly.
are fulfilling some weird, deep, long dream.
My best friend, and she's still my lifelong friend, Ann, she's been on the show before. Her whole room was plastered with New Kids on the Block. Like every inch of her wall was plastered with Teen Beat pictures and Tiger Beat, and yeah, I like New Kids too. I had a giant Jordan button. Yeah.
Oh, I was team Joey.
Reason number 415 why I was beat up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. It was fine. Yeah. It's the least of the. It was the least of the list. Yeah. Next in the dish. One of the most popular guests in the past couple weeks made a national TV appearance yesterday. I'm talking about Dakota Layden. Now, if you missed when he was on our show, Dakota is from the Travel Channel show Destination Fear. He visited Kelly Clarkson's talk show and talked about what started this whole program. Look at this.
Have you ever lived somewhere haunted?
Exactly. So we grew up in a house that was haunted, and this wasn't like the kids saying it's haunted. It was our parents, and they had things happen that were pretty.
Like what kind of thing?
Oh my gosh, so many things. One example, the thing that scarred me the most was I saw my mom run up the stairs, and she's just bawling, and I thought she got hurt or something. And I was like 10 years old, and she told me that when she opened the storage room, there was a man. And it came right through her.
No.
This is my mother.
That's not real, right? Don't tell me that.
No, that was real. And we had to get the whole house blessed. Whoa. It was
what?
Yeah, it sparked everything. That's where it all started.
I love that
No. I said it when he was here. You weren't here that day. I said it when there are not enough priests in this world. I don't care if we blessed it. I don't care if I had a priest live in that pantry. I don't care if they were there 24 hours a day, moving. If I opened, think about this. If you opened your pantry trying to get some Chips Ahoy and Casper went right through you, out. I would be moving instantly. I would never return to that house.
What a great diet tactic, too.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
never going in that.
Never.
You're never going there again.
Well, would you stay there?
No.
No.
See ya.
Would you move?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't need any extra residents. We've got enough going on.
No, yeah. Unless that ghost is paying rent, get out. Dakota, his sister Chelsea, and his friend Tanner grew up in Lakeville, Minnesota. That's where that haunted house is. On Saturday's episode, the three head to a hospital in Tennessee to spend the night. It airs on the Travel Channel. Check your local listings. And I will tell you, Dakota's segment on our Jason Show Facebook page, one of the most successful videos of the past 6 months. So I'm so happy for him. That show's doing well, yeah. Next on the dish, Friends celebrated their 25th anniversary last month. I'm sure you heard about that. And some diehards of the show will be able to watch some of the best episodes ever in a theater. In the days before Thanksgiving, AMC will air 8 Thanksgiving-themed episodes in 700 theaters across the country. 4 episodes will air on the 24th, and 4 more will air on the 25th. It's the second Friends pop-up in theaters. Last month's special screening attracted 230,000 viewers nationwide. Tickets for this Thanksgiving-themed collection of shows are on sale right now. Okay, great idea on paper, but our executive producer Jeff brought came up with a great idea, or not a great idea, but a thought. It's so readily available on DVD and Netflix and this. Would you still pay to go to a theater to see Friends on the big screen?
Well, yeah, because when you watch at home, you're kind of like doing other things. It would be fun to immerse yourself. I mean, honestly, I'd rather pay to see Friends in the theater than most of the stuff that's actually in the theaters these days.
I would agree with you actually right now. I would, yeah. I would, because I like that.
You know you're going to love it.
Yeah, I like the experience of the movie theater, and that would be fun seeing them right in a row.
Drinks, dinner with a group of friends, watching Friends.
My favorite, the Brad Pitt episode. The Brad Pitt Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I like, hey. Yeah, as the enemy of Rachel. Oh, it was so good. And that's when were they dating or married at the time? I think they were just dating at the time, yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, they were married. Who cares? They were together, and I wish they were together to this day. Anyway, yeah, I do. Sad. Still ahead, everybody. Kendall heads to an urban farm store and takes a chicken for a walk. I don't even know what that means. But next, Katie from the Angel Food Bakery is here to show us what all of y'all can do with that leftover Halloween candy. We'll be back in just a little bit. Stay with us, everybody. Well, Halloween is over with, and you probably have loads of candy laying. Are they sad that Halloween's over? Oh, Thanksgiving's coming. Anyway, yeah, pilgrims. You probably have a ton of candy laying around right now, and you need to get creative with all that sugar. Give it up for our good friend from the Angel Food Bakery. It's Katie, everybody. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Okay. Now, executive producer Jeff and I we're already drooling because Katie's getting ready to make one of our favorite snack things. But first, I'm going to brag on you right here. Rumor has it that people can vote for you to be nominated for the Food Oscar, the James Beard Award.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Look, that's your camera right there, Katie. Look to the American public. How do they vote? How do they vote for you for the James Beard Award?
We have some links, I think, that we shared with Jeff.
Yeah.
So it's super easy. You do have to sign up for an email, but they don't like spam you anything. You don't have to pay anything. And then it's just, there's a category called Outstanding Baker. And it would literally be like winning the Academy Awards for us.
Outstanding. So, y'all, we're gonna make it real easy because Katie's a good friend of ours. A, she deserves it. B, she's a good friend of ours. C, she deserves it. So we'll put a link. When we post this on Facebook a little bit later, Jeff will put a link, so it'll go right there. So it's fantastic. And what's the category again?
Outstanding Baker.
Outstanding.
I'm like, I had the Midwestern thing. I can't promote myself.
I know,
it's
Katie,
so
before
bad.
the
I'm like,
segment
oh no.
Katie, before the segment started, Katie's like, people really want me to promote this, and I feel bad. It's very Midwestern.
It's so like.
I can be blunt. I can be blunt because the show has my name on it. So I can be like, vote for her. Vote for her. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Yes.
Anything for you.
Yeah, and then in our super fancy James Beard style, we're gonna make puppy chow today.
Puppy chow. Do y'all know what puppy chow is? Do you guys know it? Can you explain though for people that may be in a cave? I don't know.
Yeah, who doesn't? So it's this peanut butter, chocolate, and butter go in here. All good things.
I did not know that that's the mixture, really?
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No, what's that mixture?
Peanut butter, chocolate, and butter.
Okay.
You didn't know?
That's what
smells so good right now, and that's why we all love it so much. I use a bittersweet chocolate, especially for this because we're gonna add Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Which is obviously really sweet.
So sweet.
So we're gonna try to counterbalance the sweet because the classic mixture is Chex Mix of any kind, or Chex cereal.
Yeah.
The chocolate peanut butter mixture, and then you coat all that in that and then stick powdered sugar on it. So,
so what you're telling me
fancy.
is it has very few calories.
Yeah, it's gluten. It actually is gluten free.
Yeah.
If you use it the normal way, but it's sugar free, calorie free.
It's perfect.
Guilt free. It's perfect.
Totally.
So
what can I do for you? How can I help?
We are going to. I melted down the peanut butter bittersweet chocolate to kind of counterbalance that sugar.
Can I smell this while you're talking?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You can actually. My life hack as a baker.
Yeah.
So we have these Tupperware containers that you can get at like any Target, and they are supposed to be the base and then the lid, or the bowl. I use it as a bowl.
Oh! Yeah, look at that.
Instead of puppy chow, everybody puts them in these bags and it gets really messy. We're gonna put it all in here, put the lid on.
And shake it?
And then shake it together.
Oh, fun. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
So we're gonna pour all of that chocolate in here.
I pour this whole thing in there?
We're gonna pour all of that in there, yes.
I am so happy right now.
Yay!
I am so happy.
So we're gonna pour that, and then I'll start stirring it together. And while we do that, I'm gonna have you chop up some extra candy from Halloween.
Oh, because we don't have enough chocolate in this candy.
We don't have enough chocolate. No.
Okay.
You guys said you wanted to use up leftover candy.
Yes.
So we're putting it in there.
All kidding aside, because I know people always want like specific recipes. How much chocolate is this that we have melted,
I
Katie?
believe, if I remember, it's 2 cups chocolate.
Okay.
Half a cup butter, and then I want to say a cup peanut butter.
Okay.
But I will definitely get, you can
that's
Google
fine.
any puppy chow mixture.
Okay.
It's nothing fancy.
Now what do I do?
I'm gonna steal a fork, and you're gonna chop up some candy bars and put them in
I almost put that in my mouth.
It's okay, you can do that.
Everything prevented me from doing that. So tacky.
You put your whole finger in there and lick it if you want.
Okay. You talk while I do this.
Okay. So we are gonna add some leftover Halloween candy, and I'm just trying to stir this up so there's not like big clumps of chocolate, but we don't really care. And then to counterbalance that sweet a little bit, I brought some salty items too, like pretzels, peanuts, a little bit of sea salt that I thought we could toss in there at the end, and it kind of helps give it that sweet, salty texture that is so addictive.
Good. Yeah.
You can't give me sweet, salty snacks and tell me to stop because that's...
So put your kids to work and have them cut up the candy bars, right?
And you could put anything. You could put, I mean, if you're one of those people that likes candy corn.
Yeah. No. How dare you say to put candy corn would ruin the puppy chow,
I
Katie?
think so too, but you could
this one got messed up.
technically
There we go.
put gummy candies, candy corn. You can put any leftover Halloween candy you have in here.
Oh, this is a Twix. I love Twix. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what do we do now?
You're going to toss our candy in there.
Okay, let me just do it.
And then we're going to add some pretzels.
Why did I
Knife
try
is
Twix?
upside down.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
There we go.
So we're just gonna toss some pretzels in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, continue.
Yeah. And then our next steps.
Peanuts.
Yeah, we'll throw some peanuts in there
Okay.
and powdered sugar.
Let me do this because they're wrapping me already.
Oh,
and we
come on.
should say, guys, I can't believe I have to say this, but we're getting some calls. This is not for dogs. This is not for dogs.
This is not.
It's a nickname. It's not. Producer Ted literally in my ear said, we're getting calls. So no, this is not for dogs.
And then we shake.
Oh, may I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then you just shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There we go. Puppy chow. Puppy chow. Just for humans. Just for humans. There we go.
And because we need more candy.
We need more candy on top.
And color.
And guess what, audience? We're going to eat this in this commercial break. That's right. Give it up for Katie from Angel Food Bakery. Find them in downtown Minneapolis and at the airport. And for more information, head to angelfoodmn.com. Follow them on Instagram on @angelfoodmn. And don't forget, when we post this a little bit later, click on that link and vote for Katie for the James Beard Award.
Thank you.
Still ahead, we're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. And then Kendall goes for a stroll with a chicken. And I'm not making that up. That and more when we return. Back after this. So good. Welcome back, everybody. Right, audience? That's right. Well, we love to hear from you. We love to hear from you on social media. And when you call in, again, let me say, puppy chow is for human beings, not for dogs. And thanks to the people in the Fox 9 newsroom for answering the calls. I really appreciate it. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know that people didn't know that that was. Anyway, okay, let's open up the Jason Show mailbag. Here we go, everybody. It's funny that we're doing this right now. Yeah. We heard from a lot of you about our annual Halloween spectacular. Now, in case you missed it, here we are as Harry Potter and mortal enemy Voldemort. Shane is so beautiful right there. Just very.
My prettiest moment.
And I said, I'm midlife crisis Harry Potter. Yes. Well, Linda on Instagram said Shane's costume was way too creepy. Signed, Linda.
No one's ever said that about one of my costumes.
I think Linda represented a chunk of the audience.
I understand.
Because, I mean, you're inhumanly beautiful. I never thought it would be possible to make you unattractive. We did it yesterday. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. That was the compliment.
We got it. I got such joy yesterday going through my day, and I get alerts on my phone when you guys Facebook or tweet the Jason Show. Every 5 minutes, I'd get ding, some comment about producer Ted's costume after he visited Goodwill to find a last-minute costume with the help of stylist Douglas Marshall. In case you missed it, Douglas turned Ted into Angela Lansbury from Murder, She Wrote. Look at this. So good. So good. Goodwill Easter Seals of Minnesota commented, "We are still laughing." Thank you for shopping with us. I really do think we may do that as a tradition now. Like send Ted out there to see because Douglas was hysterical with Ted.
And who comes up with Angela Lansbury?
Well, Ted does, yeah. Julie says, "I laughed so hard at Ted, I spit out my tea." Yeah. And Kathy wrote, "I never heard of Douglas Marshall before, but now he is my new favorite human." Yeah, that's right. He was great.
He's at the World of Doug on Instagram if you want someone fun to follow.
Again, you were the one that introduced us to Doug, right?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
In a roundabout way, I came in contact with Doug and I was like, he's gold.
Doug and Ted made TV magic yesterday. They're like Wayne and Garth. It was fantastic. So, and again, ladies, Ted is single. Yeah, yeah. You can You can, and I'm sure you want to go out with them dressed as
Not a
Angela
great time to
Lansbury.
pitch it out there, yeah.
Take them to Sizzler in that outfit. Yeah. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just search for Jason Show TV, and don't forget, you can get tickets to our show on our Facebook page. Just click that ticket tab right below our cover photo. Still ahead, everybody. And remember, Puppy Chow is for humans. Still ahead, Kendall takes a walk to remember when we return. Back after this. Puppy Chow is for humans. Welcome back, everybody. Such a sweet audience today. Such a sweet audience today. These are like the nicest people, I swear. Yeah. The urban farming trend has been growing in recent years, especially when it comes to raising chickens. You can even take classes on what it takes to have chickens in your backyard. Not surprisingly, Kendall has always wanted to own her own chickens. Who knew that? Anyway, so she headed to Eggplant Urban Farm Supply in St. Paul to make some new feathered friends.
It's just your average day in St. Paul with RuPaul, the rooster. Where can you find him? At the Eggplant Urban Farm Supply. What did I just say? Follow me. I love this place. So like, right off the bat, there's honeybee houses. I like the watering cans. There's like how to make your own lip balm over there. And lots of seeds over here. That's more of my husband's thing. I was wandering aimlessly because I wanted everything. That's where Audrey comes in. So tell me a little bit about this place, because I would expect it to be in like rural Minnesota, but it's in the middle of St. Paul.
Right, well that's because I grew up in rural Minnesota and I've lived in the city for so many years and really thought I might move out again someday, but then realized I could have chickens in my own backyard.
Right.
So I found other people that also wanted to do this. We didn't know where to buy feed. I was working in a garden center and I realized you could have seeds, you could have plants, you could have chicken supplies, you could have canning and preserving supplies. All of these do it yourself, make your own food at home, make cheese at home.
Right.
All of this you could do in the city, and a lot of people wanted to do that.
Right.
So we opened the store about 10 years ago, and all of the things that we sell have really just grown and grown over those 10 years. All right, so
the chicken spot.
This is the chicken area. This is where we keep all of the things that you would need to raise chickens.
If I'm going to like get chickens, what do I need?
So you're gonna need a coop. You need a place to live that is different than a dog kennel or cats.
Okay.
You need a feeder, you need a water, you need some feed, and you need some bedding.
I really want to hold a chicken, and you brought your chickens
we
for
have
me.
a chicken here for you to hold.
Hi. Hi, chickens. Oh my gosh.
Hold her kind of tight because she's gonna want to get away.
Okay. Hi. When you have a chicken like this, do you pet it? Is that a thing you do with chickens? Do you pet them? You guys actually have baby chickens who people can purchase, but in the spring, correct?
Yes, in the spring from about February till July, we sell baby chicks here. We sell speckled Sussex baby chicks, we sell Polish chicks, and we sell about 10 other varieties. Mostly good varieties for egg production.
So when you get a chicken, you can buy a little baby chicken here. You get their house, you get their water, you get their food. But you can also get a chicken harness. Have your chickens ever worn a chicken harness?
They haven't.
Ready, babe? This is how we're doing this. Oh gosh, it's just like putting a dog harness on, isn't it?
Right.
This is amazing that she's like literally just chilling like a villain right now.
This is kind of fascinating, you guys.
Yeah.
We've never actually had a chicken here to try these out before.
Okay.
So I think we may want to bring her outside and put her down and see if we can walk her a little bit. Or should we walk her to the front door?
Okay, sweet.
Cosmo, we're going to let you walk.
You can do it, Cosmo.
She's looking for something to... She's going to explore. You don't get any better than this.
Oh, okay, okay.
So she would
Walk in a
actually love to
chicken.
go outside because she could peck around in the dirt a little bit.
Well, what you think? What you think, Cosmo? You into it? Should we go grab a Cosmo? No? Worms are better? Higher protein? I don't think you can lead a chicken, no. I think a chicken leads you.
Wow. And every day you learn something new about the people you work with. While that story was going, Aaron Schwab goes, "Oh yeah, that's my daughter has a chicken with a harness. I didn't know you had a chicken on a harness." Okay. His name is Chipotle. Chipotle is the chicken's name. Well, that one chicken, the fancy chicken, looked like Phyllis Diller. I like that. I named the chicken Phyllis Diller. Yeah. Again, thank you to the people that know who Phyllis Diller is. Yeah. By the way, Kendall should be back later next week. And we will be right back after this. Remember, puppy chow isn't for chickens either. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, God, we are having fun today.
Welcome back to the...
What?
The morning, we're done.
Oh, the morning news just came back on. That was great. Anyway, as I said, this is what we've had so much fun with this audience. We have a good time here. We want to see you. We have spots open next week if you want to come see the Jason Show live. It's very easy. It's free. We don't charge you. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, click ye old ticket tab right underneath the cover photo. Let us know what day you want to come. You're in by 9:15. You're out by 11:15. I tell stories. I hang with you after the show. If you're on fox9.com, you just search for The Jason Show, and there's a ticket link there as well. If you're a boss and you want to have a company outing, we've had some great companies come in here and have employee outings. We accept groups too, and you can see what it's like to produce a show. I mean, you know, it's very exciting. It's very, right, Evan? It's very exciting. It's very exciting. That's right. Anyway, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up right after this. Stay with us, everybody. Very exciting. Welcome back, everybody. Real quick note, she's been on the show a couple times. She's filled in for Shane. I want to say, on a personal note, happy birthday to my best friend, Jen. Today is her birthday. This weekend's her birthday weekend, so I love you very much. I'm lucky to call you friend, and I hope you're going to have a really good weekend. And you should, because we're going to spend a little bit. We're going to spend a little bit of it together tonight. So that's right. So yes. We're not doing nothing scandalous. It's not like, oh yeah, it's not like we're going to Deja Vu or anything. Yeah,
A visual.
She actually was the one. I told the story of how I got in trouble at my bachelor party because we went to a dance club and we got into a lot of trouble. But anyway, I
don't know that story.
Oh, I got it anyway. I'll tell you later. But anyway, I will tell you. I will tell you this. I was talking to Shane. We were laughing about Halloween, and again. The very concerned people that called in about the puppy chow segment. It's not for dogs. And I said, Shane, Dexter, most of you know, I have a boxer, Dexter, and then I have a French bulldog, Mr. Big. And Dexter, you know, they say people start to look like their dogs. Well, no, Dexter starts to act like me, just slightly antisocial sometimes. So last night I was by myself. Colin went out with his friends, and I decided it would be a great idea on Halloween to watch Halloween by myself.
Oh no.
So I'm in, so I watch the movie, I'm freaked out. I'm laying in bed by myself and Dexter's laying in the bed and I pulled Dexter close to me and I'm like, just snuggle with me for a few minutes. Dexter laid there for about 1 minute and 30 seconds and then he got up and he looked at me and he went right back to where he was. And I'm like, oh my goodness. He's like, Daddy, I was really comfortable right over there. And yeah.
You got denied.
I got denied by the dog. Yeah. Because I was holding him close and I'm like.
Maybe too close?
Maybe too close, yeah. That's my boy. I love him so much. Monday on the show, everybody, Stephanie Hansen is back with some Thanksgiving helpers and some Thanksgiving hacks. I got to put my earpiece in back again. There was a loud noise in there. But anyway, Stephanie's, if you have any questions for Stephanie, you can go to our Facebook page, maybe some tips on Thanksgiving. She is the Thanksgiving expert. She is. Have you ever,
she's brought in some spreads.
She will hook you up for Thanksgiving. Ooh. So yeah, let us know. And again, we have seats available for next week. Stay on that Facebook page and click that ticket tab. That's going to do it for us. Thanks to this great audience they were the best. And thanks to all of you for watching this week. If you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, I want you to go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe. And again, happy birthday, Jen. I love ya.
We'll see you on Monday.